Computer? Locate Ambassador Karrig.
Ambassador Karrig is located in Visitors Quarters 6A, in the Habitat Ring, Level 11, Section 6. Warning, you are attempting to enter an emergency containment field. Turbolifts to this area are currently under repair. Nearest operational turbolifts are located in the lower promenade.
Computer? Open the door to Habitat Room 6A.
Habitat Room 6A is inhabited. Visitors are requested to utilize the entry chime to request admission from the occupant.
Computer, who can authorize access to Room 6A?
Emergency access can be authorized from main security or by utilizing the current security override code.
Computer, override the seal on Visitors Quarters 6A.
Please provide security access code.
Oh, great.
Incorrect code. Security access code is required to override guest privacy seal. Access denied.
Computer? Computer? Open the door to Habitat Room 6A.
Habitat Room 6A is inhabited. Visitors are requested to utilize the entry chime to request admission from the occupant.
This is an emergency. Open the door.
Access denied. Guest privacy seal has been activated.
Computer, override the seal on Visitors Quarters 6A.
Please provide security access code.
Computer, I don't...
Incorrect code. Security access code is required to override guest privacy seal. Access denied.
Envoy, I thought you were on your way to meet Ambassador Karrig.
I've just come from the Ambassador's quarters. Something's wrong. He's not answering the door.
Computer, what is the location of Ambassador Karrig?
Ambassador Karrig is in Visitors Quarters 6A, in Habitat Ring A.
He's still there.
He could be in dormancy. It is possible.
Computer, activate guest summons in VQ6A. Security override Delta 65 Red. Audio.
Activating.
That ought to rouse His Excellency. The Cardassians who built this station didn't take kindly to being ignored. Their guest summons could get the attention of a hibernating Tiberian sloth cat.
There is no response to the guest summons.
That's odd.
I tried to get in and check on him, but the door was sealed. Something's wrong.
You may be right. I'll check the...
Kira to security.
Odo here.
Odo, we've had an incident on level 19.
What is it, Major?
Carlton and I are working on the shield generators. We were using one of those old Cardassian particle torches, welding a cracked bulkhead. He put it down for a second, and it was... gone.
Gone?
I mean gone. Vanished. And we're the only ones down here. We'd have seen anyone come through the maintenance conduit after us. Could someone have beamed it out of here?
I'll check the security logs.
It was right there.
Stay put, Major. I'll get back to you. It appears you'll have to see to the ambassador yourself, Envoy. I'm overriding the privacy seal on his quarters. The access code is Omega 738.
Omega 738.
Use it to let yourself in. I'll join you there as soon as I can.
Computer? Open the door to Habitat Room 6A.
Habitat Room 6A is inhabited. Visitors are requested to utilize the entry chime to request admission from the occupant.
Computer, override the seal on Visitors Quarters 6A. Access code Omega 738.
Access granted. Habitat Room 6A is open.
Thank you, computer. Karrig.
Don't move. And don't touch anything. What happened here, Envoy?
It's Ambassador Karrig. He's dead.
It would appear so. It's him, all right. Unless there was another Tyrian on board. Tyrian DNA particles. Not much left of his body structure. Whoever did this wasn't taking any chances. Odo to Cisco.
Go ahead, Constable.
I'm afraid our Scythian problem is more serious than we thought, Captain. Ambassador Karrig has been murdered.
Murdered? When did this happen?
From the looks of things, I'd say hours ago. I'm running a scan on the remains now.
Talk to me, Constable. What do we know? Suspects? Witnesses? Who found the body?
Envoy Bannock. He's here with me now. The body's at least 4 hours dead, Captain. I'll have to run a level 4 scan to learn more than that. But the plasma storm...
I'm aware of the sensor problems, Constable. But if you tell me that Karrig was killed after 1900 hours yesterday...
Then we've got a murderer on board. Major Kira?
Right. All ships at dock. Security lockdowns, now.
I'll get you those answers, Captain. Odo out.
He was unarmed, on a mission of peace. Why would anyone want to kill him?
Oh, I'm sure any of the usual humanoid reasons would have sufficed. Jealousy, greed, revenge. Odo to Dax. Lieutenant, I'm feeding the tricorder readings directly into the main computer.
Got them. High levels of plasma disruption. Terrigen radiation again. That's strange.
Looks like traces of residual radiation on some of the personal effects, and a concentrated corrosive. The pad is thick with it.
Could be a data wipe.
Exactly. Someone wanted to cover their tracks. I'll route what's left of the pad data to Ops. Odo out. I'm always amazed at what humanoids consider motive for murder. You knew the ambassador. Did he have many enemies?
He was one of the most successful diplomats in the Corps, Mr. Odo. He had rivals all over the Federation, but none of them would resort to this.
No. Diplomatic adversaries usually attack with subspace communiques, not disruptors.
I doubt any of his enemies would resort to killing him. But look at this place. Someone's torn it apart. Maybe he was killed for something he had with him.
You may be right. But what could the ambassador have been carrying that would have been worth a man's life? I'm reading considerable neutron disruption. Looks like a molecular inhibitor. Haven't seen one of these for a while. Messy, but effective.
Why would someone use a weapon like that?
To avoid detection, probably. The station's weapons sensors aren't configured to scan for inhibitors.
The Scythians.
Yes?
Could they have done this?
Very possibly. Although I doubt that this particular type of weapon is common to their portion of the galaxy.
We've got to find the murderer. They can't get off the station during the plasma storm.
I can't determine the exact time of death from these readings. He could have been killed before the last evacuation transport left.
The murderer could still be aboard.
If he is, he's looking for an escape route. Or he has no idea what he's in for as a fugitive on my station. I don't like loose ends, Envoy. I'll find him. Believe me.
Cisco to Odo.
Odo here.
Constable, is the envoy still with you?
Yes, Captain. I believe we're through here.
Have him report to me in ops on the double. We've got a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir. You heard the Captain, Envoy. I'll see to it that Ambassador Karrigs' remains are put in stasis. I'm sure your government will want to return them to his family.
I can't just leave. He's dead. Aren't you gonna do something?
I am doing something. I'm following the investigation protocol that will tell me what's happened here. Or did you want me to chase off into the docking ring with a phaser and shoot everything in sight? I'll want to interview you at length about this later, Envoy. But right now, Captain Cisco's requested your presence in ops. I suggest you don't keep him waiting.